I'm with Oaksway under-13s after round 3 in the ENG under-13s Youth Netball Premier League Northern Conference. Big week for you girls because winning 2 games today potentially could have meant that it was near enough impossible for you not to qualify for the Nationals. We interviewed some of your players midweek and they talked about you didn't know too much about Wyre in their game against them. With what you kind of did know, the little bit of information you did know, did the game pan out as the way you expected?
It was a bit like, it was good at the start, but then we kind of like at the end, because we wanted to win so much, we like pushed it.
Yeah.
I think we rushed both games. I think we went into it really fast, where what we could have done is slowed down, but instead we just ended up getting faster.
So in the game against Wyre, was for you in terms of performance levels, was that how would you rate that performance, and was that a good performance going into a game against Chester?
It was alright. It wasn't as like good as we can.
Yeah, it wasn't our best, but it certainly wasn't our worst either.
So what part of the courts did you feel you could have improved on in the Wyre game? You did win by 12 points.
Probably like in the middle, like the centre of the attack when to get the marking.
Yeah, at the centre court. I think all of us could have improved our little bit.
Did you feel you took the foot off the gas in the final quarter? Because the score was a big margin between you and them. I know the game was effectively over anyway, but they kind of did really well in the fourth quarter. Was that because you took your foot off the gas, or again was it just sloppiness and a bit of ill discipline?
Not too sure, to be honest, because obviously we had to go into the next game.
Yeah.
With obviously who we play, so like a couple will be tired. So I think like quite a few.
I think we knew the second game was going to be harder, so I think we stepped down a bit in the last quarter, just to preserve our energy for the last game.
No, understandable. Going into the Chester, well, there was a prediction made that you would win by over 10 points, so you got that one right. that come to the forefront. Then you played Chester. I don't know. To me, it felt like both teams were cancelling each other out. You were both missing as much shots as each other. You were both throwing the ball away as much as each other. You were struggling. Both teams struggled to get consistency. As the game progressed, the third quarter in particular, you went ahead, and at that point, I thought, right, you've kind of got this now, type of thing. Or was it? I think it was in maybe the early fourth quarter, you went ahead. After going ahead and having that momentum, what happened there? Where did Chester come back?
We got too excited because it felt like right we're gonna win, but and then so we rushed it, and then we rushed it much. So to be honest, in our last part we should have just played our netball and not rush it all the time.
What I think is we played Chester before, so I think they were trying to beat us, but I think we were trying to maintain our title, and I think with that, just both teams got really rushed.
They were. I've seen it. I see it sometimes, but they were a lot of the time they were doing very low, rolly kind of passes. Any information on why they were doing that? Was that to stop certain defenders?
I think it's very difficult in the centre circle when you're marking and they do a drop, because you're bound to get called for contact if you do try and go for it.
Yeah.
So it happened a lot with our goal attack and their goal defence. I found it happened a lot when we rolled it. Their goal defence got called a lot, but it was exactly the same when they rolled it. We didn't go around for it to get called.
Yeah.
So I think I think it's a good strategy.
It was effective, especially in the first quarter. I think they were 9-5 up at one point, but you did stick at it and you did come back. You did frustrate their shooters. And how disappointed are you that you couldn't get that win? Is that a game where Chester won or you threw away type of thing?
I think it's a game where we threw away, but I did think Chester played really well. I think both teams did play really well, but I feel like we could have stepped it up a bit.
Yeah.
And how much pressure? I know the interviews we did and stuff. How much pressure did that "we're going to beat them by 5" put on you? Did you have that in the back of your mind at all?
Yeah.
Throughout the whole game, I had it in the back of my mind, we've got to get 5, so our prediction's right.
Yeah. Do you reckon that actually helped motivate Chester?
Yes.
If someone said to you, you went on Instagram, say before they say the Kingsway Power game you've got next type of thing, and said, no, we're going to win by 15. what would you think as players? Like, what would that do for you?
I'd want to push on and beat them by the same
Yeah.
amount that they think we're going to beat them by. But I think because we beat them before and then we say we're going to beat them again,
Yeah.
I think that really motivated them.
That's good. It's good. That's what sport's all about. It's about being motivated and rising to the challenge, isn't it? Next, I'm not sure what your next. I know one of your games is just Kingsway Power. That type of performance against Kingsway Power can you afford to do that, or how much more do you have to give in terms of percentage to kind of compete alongside Kingsway Power?
Really need to step it up a bit.
Yeah.
We need to give 100%, like more than 100%, all of the time.
Yeah.
Where in that game we were like dropping a bit and then going up a bit and then dropping.
Yeah.
It was almost, we need to be at a constant all the time with Kingsway Power because I know that they will be.
Yeah, and if you was to kind of identify a part of their game which you need to kind of stop and nullify to be as successful as possible, what part of the court?
Centre half.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
our centre passes needs a lot of improvement, but that's what we can do.
No, with Kingsway Power.
Yeah, centre
Would
half.
you, yeah,
Yeah, like because their wing attacks like if she plays wing attack, she's like really good. So it's hard for like wingding and centre at like double marker.
Yeah.
She's like moving all the time.
so that's what a live stream's there. You analyse it, create a plan, don't you?
Kingsway Power, they're very rapid with their game. They're like
Yeah.
all the time. What we need to do is try and slow that down and prevent the passes from getting there all of the time.
Yeah.
Kingsway Power are always one step ahead of us, so we always need to be 2 steps ahead of them in the next game.
100%. Yeah, 100%. You need to be 3 steps ahead of them. But you're capable. They're 13 years old, just like you. You just got to be ready for the challenge. And it's being able to play in that intensity and do the right thing. So well done. We'll see you in March. But yeah, well done, Oaksway. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.